Can here, and today I have just down to my last couple pages for my 100-day challenge in my sketchbook that I finished up just right at the beginning of June. And I thought I would do a spread with oil pastels. Now this is my travel set, sort of. It used to be my entire set, but now it's kind of become my travel set. And I have all these other odds and ends that I need to organize. So I've purchased this wood drawer off of Amazon, and I'll put a link down below to that. But I thought I would designate one drawer for my oil pastels, my growing collection. And I have ordered some like restock colors that I've nearly used up that I like, as well as in this case I have another brand I kind of want to try, the Craypos Expressionist brand of oil pastels. So those are brand new to me, and I just picked out some colors that appealed to me. I needed some more darks, I remember, so this is something I ordered. Thus far, my favorite are the Neo pastels because they're a nice balance of not too soft and not too firm. I don't have included in this, I have some Cinnelay pastels, which are very soft, and I am not including them in this set. Like they're kind of a different item in themselves because of the difference in softness. I also have here a set of black oil pastels that I have yet to try, and I thought I'd just be more likely to try out and compare some of these if I just kind of had them all together in one place. So I'm just kind of collecting together my random bits of oil pastel. Here's another box that has some random ones, as well as another little box of purchased ones. So I just need them all together where I can pull them out and use them a little easier. Now my plan is to organize them by color, not separate them out by brand, but by color. And so I, will put the warms together, the cools together. I'm not for sure how everything's going to fit in this drawer, so I'm kind of trying to figure it out as I go. So now I'm just kind of picking out all the reds and oranges and starting with that. As you can see, some of them are little bits, that have that I've like broken in two so that I have a selection to fit in my little travel box. I'm going to leave my travel box as is because I have been using it quite a bit lately. If I go to a figure drawing class that I like to go to, I like to take those and use those there, or even some plein air or travel sketchbook experiences. Those have been fun to take along. So this particular set will be more for my home studio, to be able to just pull out the drawer when I want to use oil pastels, to just be able to pull out this drawer and have them all together. There's a couple things that I love about oil pastels. One is they are a relatively inexpensive art supply, especially the Pentel brand, which I do like quite well. This Blick brand were inexpensive, and it's an easy, and you can start out with just a very small set if you want, or just a few individual pastels. They work well with mixed media as well. I have long used them as a touches or mark making within an art piece, and I do really enjoy them for that. Just recently I have been playing around with doing a piece that's primarily oil pastel with maybe just a little bit of other medium mixed in with it. So that's a little bit of a switch up for me that I have been enjoying lately. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and speed things up for a bit while I finish organizing these. Okay, there they are, somewhat organized. I'm sure I'll do some readjusting as I go, but I'm ready now to pull out my sketchbook and do a page. So I'm choosing a page that I had already done some underpainting on. I was probably using up some paint on my palette or something like that. And this was actually back day number 76 in my 100-day project, and I'd already numbered it, so I needed to go back and finish that up. I'm using a Stabilo pencil here to sketch in some cute little owls. I was inspired by artist Brian Wildsmith. I had recently discovered some of his children's book illustrations, and I love the colorfulness and looseness of his various animal illustrations, and so I kind of was trying to work a little bit. He didn't do oil pastels that I know of, but I was trying to kind of mimic that look. I started with black, which is not what I would normally do. I would normally start with light colors and then go to black, but I just wanted to kind of experiment and play around with something a little bit different, which is what I love to do in my sketchbooks, because it's a low risk. You know, it's okay if this doesn't turn out to be anything good, that's fine. It's more to try out these different oil pastels, the different brands, the different colors, and I'm still relatively new to using these, so I'm just kind of playing and seeing what happens. You know, like, what if I do this? How's that going to work out? What if I layer the light on top of the black, or vice versa? What kind of mark making can I do? Just all of those kinds of things I'm more focused on than I am the actual illustration. You can see me using some, like I use the side of the oil pastel. Gives a little bit different texture look. I am using colored pencils to mainly scratch into the oil pastel. They do make some marks, but I like working, I discovered, on this underpainting of acrylic paint here, because when you scratch into it, it kind of exposes that and it shows through a little bit, so that's kind of fun. And so what you see me doing is just continuing to play around, making marks, trying out different things with my oil pastels. At the same time, I'm kind of checking out the brands and seeing how they work with each other. Some are a little softer than others. I have 2 brands that I had not tried before at all, and so I'm trying those out too and seeing what they do. So just as is most of my sketchbook pages, it's just a big batch of experimentation. At this point, I take a light blue oil pastel, and use it on its side to just do some textured bits over the whole background. I'm trying to play with how I want the background to look. I am mixing some Blick matte acrylic paint and with water, and actually I've diluted it with some glazing liquid as well as some water, and I'm just kind of doing a wash. You see me spraying some water on it to juice it up even some more. I'm taking a rag and kind of wiping it away. The oil pastel acts as a bit of a resist, and so I get a very textured look on there by doing this. So this is how I love working, is using different medium together, seeing how they react with each other, and just having a good time playing with all the mediums. I'm using a heat gun to it melts that oil a little bit in the pastels. Now I'm just going in with some more of that diluted acrylic paint and making some kind of leaf shapes down there at the bottom, just to kind of make the background cohesive with the rest of the piece. One last go with the heat gun, and this helps kind of meld everything together. And I'm going to call it done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.